Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. You've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. We don't do long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to Kendra G. She had a woman call into her dating show looking for a husband, but does he has to be wealthy and make 6 figures a month? So we're gonna get to the video and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Wow. Wow, how are you?
Good. That's not a bonnet, right? Or is it a bonnet?
No, this is an African gire.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do you wear that all the time?
Different colors, but I do wear this to protect my crown.
Okay.
Hey, for a second here, I thought this was a bonnet that she was rocking here. So this is an African, whatever she said it is, tribe. Help me out here. If y'all know what this is, let me know in the comment section. But for a second, I thought I was gonna get on here saying, is this Bonnet Gang 2022 here? But even if it's not a bonnet, that looks like a big old long bed sheet. But I could be wrong. I don't want to be disrespectful. That's just the way it comes off to me here. But let's get this video started here.
So you don't show your hair in public?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I show the
What's your
hair.
name? Oh, you do show your hair?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name, baby?
Ifa Shayo.
What?
Oh, say it again.
Ifa.
Efob.
I'm gonna say
Shayo.
it right now. I'm gonna mess it up. Do you have a nickname?
No, that's just my name. Ifa.
Okay.
Shayo.
Hold on. That's your name. You ain't got no nickname. Come on. It needs to be shortened up, baby girl. At your age here right now, someone should have gave you a little bit of short name here because I know my fellas is gonna jack up that name right now. I know I'm just being a little funny right now, but come on, give us something short to work with here because fellas, we're gonna butcher this just like Kendra's butchering it right now. Let's continue.
Ify Shaho. Don't get mad at me because I know I can't pronounce it. Ify
okay.
Shaho. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL, y'all.
Atlanta. How old are you?
I am 29. I'll be 30 on Monday.
30.
Oh, happy birthday on the way. So you're a Cancer.
Thank you. I am.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have a son. He's 11.
11. What do you do for a living?
Hey, before we get into that here, she's 29, has an 11-year-old son, and just turning 30, I think, as I'm recording this video right now. So can we say wall and danger zone is here? But maybe I'm being a little bit early into this here, but let's continue to see how this goes.
I am a sound healer, holistic practitioner. So I teach yoga, meditation. I provide holistic healing.
Okay, holistic healing. And when's your birth? Oh, you're a Cancer. So holistic healing. So this is Ify Shaho?
Shayo.
Ify Shayo. I'm sorry, girl.
Yeah,
She's
it's
in
okay.
Atlanta, 29, a Cancer, has an 11-year-old son, is a holistic healer. What kind of man do you desire?
Here we go, y'all.
I desire an African man or one of African culture or background. Someone that is honest, someone that is definitely masculine, a king, someone that knows who he is, knows his life purpose, his mission in life, and is after that.
Okay. What's some deal breakers for you?
Here we go.
Liars, people that are not motivated, people that, let me think on that. Those two for sure, but definitely people that have like multiple children and big mama issues. I'm beyond drama free, so I don't deal with any of that.
Okay.
Hold on here. I see what she said here, right? And then she said, let me think about it. If you're calling into a dating show, and of course, women have been watching Kendra for a nice little couple of years now, how is it that you need time to think about the deal breakers? That should just come off just like that here. If you're looking to date, you're looking for a marriage mate here, you're looking for a husband, you should know off the rip, what are the red flags? What are your deal breakers? What are you not dealing with here? If you need to think about it, then are you even really serious about dating here? Because as a 29-year-old or 30-year-old woman, you should have this already in tow. But let's continue.
No big mama issues. Does he have to be in Atlanta?
No, he doesn't have to be in Atlanta. If he's not in Atlanta, he has to like have business here, have something here that's bringing him back and forth.
Okay.
You're off to a bad foot here. I'm gonna say it to every single woman who calls into the Kendra show or in women in my tribe here. You should not want a man who does not live in the same state as area as you. How many times we got to keep repeating this here? When someone is not in the same area, both of y'all just have to be on your best behavior just for a few days. So you're in Atlanta, right? You want someone close to the Atlanta area, I'll say within 30 or 45 minutes, because what's going to happen? He'll fly in town, if that's the case, what's going to happen here, and he's on his best behavior, buns glazing from Friday to Sunday, and goes back home and does what he wants to do here, and you do what you want to do, or vice versa when you fly in. But when Monday through Friday comes along, what are you doing and what is he doing? You're not going to see how he interacts with you on a regular weekday after work or something that's going along, maybe on a Thursday night, things of that nature. You need to require someone who's in your area so that you can see him at any time. Otherwise, y'all just playing the game. Let's continue.
Okay, bringing them back and forth. All right, can he have kids?
He can have kids.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
I haven't. Engaged twice, but not married.
You said engaged twice?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you settle down with your son's dad?
Hold on. Before she answers that question, I want to hit this before I forget. Fellas, how many times have you heard a woman say, I've been engaged 2 times, I've been engaged 3 times, I've been engaged once, but I just haven't went down the aisle? That is a freaking red flag if you have multiple engagements and ain't went down the aisle. Because what we need to say here, and our dear brother Kevin Sams would say this as well, we don't care about engagements. What matters is if you went down the aisle. If anything, the more engagements that didn't go through, that's even more red flags, because a man was willing to go on one knee and ask to propose with a ring of significant value. And you took that ring and then it went left and it didn't finish it off here. So you've had 2 failed proposals here, and you have a baby daddy. So let's get into this and continue.
So he just wasn't ready to settle. I thought he was at one point, and I seen that he was still, wanting to live his life like a young man. So I let him do that instead of trying to tie him into something long and something committed. Okay. I just, let it be.
See, that's the problem here, right? I understand that she chose the wrong guy who wanted to be in the streets or wanted to be a single man and live his life here. But I know that it seems like you had your kid at 18 or 19 years old. We have to get our sisters on accord here. Why are you having unprotected sex with someone who possibly will not be the husband to you, or let alone probably won't be in your life forever or help you raise your child? We have to set this in motion here. I'm just going to keep repeating it. I understand. Buns glazing season. You want a raw dog. You want to feel everything. You don't want that Jimmy in place taking away the feeling, the sensation. But now you have an 11-year-old. You don't have the father in his life, or he's not there day to day. And now you're in the dating market looking for a husband, a la a stepdaddy. And when men see this here, as cute as she is, she's a very attractive woman, has good skin, and I can rock with that here. But the one kid already and the failed proposals tell me many red flags that we're not going to see on Kendra's show here. But let's continue.
Shayo.
I won't get the name either.
What's the age range you want to date?
I would say between 35 and 45. Sorry.
35
and 45. Okay.
Does he have to look a certain way?
Yeah, he needs to be melanated. He needs to be taller than me. I'm 5'8", so taller than me will be perfect. He needs to have straight, good teeth, good hygiene, the normal stuff.
Okay, I'm adding the Kendra G.
Hold on. Before Kendra gets into it here, she is 5'8". She didn't say 6 feet, but we know that she probably won that. But I am not going to nitpick at a woman who is 5'8" and she required a man to be taller than her, because that's just natural, fellas. Women want men they can actually look up to and be tall, they have taller than them. The problem that we have here is these women who are 5'1" and 5'2" who want a 6'4" and 6'5" man. If you're 5'8" or 5'9", you say, he just needs to be taller than me, 5'9", 5'10". And even in her situation, if she wears heels and she wants a guy 5'10", 5'11", I am not going to nitpick that here. The issue that we have here is these women who want a guy a foot and a half tall than them. And then the issue is that we don't have that many men that are tall. If we get above the fact that a man is over 6 feet tall in America here, what are we stating throughout, no matter the culture or nationality, it's only about 10 or 11% of those men in the world. So for men saying that they want a guy 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", you're being crazy. If you see him on the street and he hollers at you, more power to you. But in actuality, you should be looking in that 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" range. You will find more men in that, because the men that are over 6 feet tall, he has a plethora of options at his disposal here. But let's continue.
Cam to it. So take the camera so we can see your full body.
Oh, we're going to see how she looks here.
Okay.
We need better look than that.
No.
She didn't give us much.
I feel like I got to show you.
Come on, show more.
Okay, so no, this is a dress.
Okay,
She look like she's in shape.
I don't be, out here.
She's not a big girl.
Skimpy shit on, excuse me, but I wear flowy things.
Okay. I can't get on her about that, y'all.
All right.
She's in shape, it
does
looks
he gotta
like.
make a certain amount of money?
Here we go, y'all.
He needs to be wealthy. He needs to be able to take care of himself, his own
Wealthy?
needs, his own habits. If that looks like he's making 6 figures a month, then so be it.
Wealthy, I would think is, you said 6 figures a month.
Mm-hmm.
6 figures a month? You see how women are trying to change the game now? You hear 6 figures a month. You know what that means? By the 10th month, you're making $1 million a year, which means that she wants a guy that's making over $1.2 million a year. She's looking for a millionaire, but she also said that he has to be melanated. How many black millionaires are in the game here? Boy, when you are so enamored, you are so hypnotized by IG social media era here that you're looking for a man who's a millionaire, when we know that that is in the top 1%, and even not even 1%. Let's go percentages. It's less than 1% that you're looking for a black man that's making 7 figures here. And you're thinking you're going to be able to find that turning 30 with already an 11-year-old. See, we need to let women understand that if a millionaire is going to rock with you, he is not going to take you seriously, because he knows he has options. He will slide the buns. He will glaze that back. He will make you get that arch going. But as far as a true commitment, you better be a little bit younger with no kids. Otherwise, you're in for it. I'm just going to say that because a man is available to his options. And she wants a guy who's a millionaire. Let's continue and see how worse this gets.
So not 6 figures a year. So you want to be a millionaire then?
Absolutely. Or somewhere that, not even like you have to be a millionaire to date me. I just want the man to be wealthy and well off, not scamming, have your own thing going on.
Oh,
Do you
Lord have
normally
mercy.
date wealthy men?
I would say that I date men that have good things going for themselves.
So why haven't any?
That's the answer is a no. That's a yes or no answer. Do you date wealthy men? Yes or no? If I have dated fine women, I'll tell you, I've had a nice resume. It's a straight answer, which means no, you have never dated a millionaire. That is something you're requiring and want now. That's a straight answer, and that's a little bit of fluff there, how women say, I date guys who are about themselves. No. The answer is, have you dated a wealthy millionaire? That answer says no if you can't even answer it straight. This is crazy and asinine how women want things and just think this is going to happen. Let's continue.
If those relationships worked out.
Here we go.
How come they haven't worked out?
Right. How come they haven't worked out?
Well, people have their own things that outside of me and what I can control. There's different things that happen where why things don't align.
What?
Rather, it's just not in alignment for certain areas that I'm looking for, or even for them. It's not even always on the other person or why things don't work out. So I can't point the finger and say, I know exactly why this didn't work with this person, or I know exactly why this didn't work out here.
Right.
Things just weren't in alignment. I feel like where maybe at one point of time it was in alignment and just wasn't.
Now everybody.
That is a whole lot of goddamn fluff here. What the hell did she just say, tribe? Alignment. We don't really have the real reason why it didn't work out. It could have been me. It could have been him. We don't have a real reason, just certain timings and things, Seriously. That answer is a whole bunch of fluff. And you know what it says? It sounds like either you were the problem or you don't want to give the true answer what happened, because women is really going to showcase if something didn't work out and you have the pinpoint answer, they're going to tell you, I was with this guy here and he didn't want to do this here, or he didn't want to put the requirements here. Even for her own baby daddy said that he'd rather be single. So the fact they're saying that just the alignment is showcasing that either she wasn't ready for that relationship or she was the cause of that demise. Because if you had a wealthy man who you're looking for right now, why would you let that go? Either you did something wrong or you're not giving us a full answer because we don't believe you. Let's continue, y'all.
He wants to know how much money you make. You don't necessarily have to answer that question.
That's none of their business.
Whoa, I stop a lot in this video here. Let me get this straight here. You want a guy to make $100,000 a month. You want a millionaire. And so if you require this here, of course we say, men, we don't care about what you make, but what are you doing, right? We need to know what's your background as far as, she says she's holistic. So she's an earthy type of woman here, but how much you making? I don't think you're making that kind of money. Well, that's none of your business, which means you're goddamn broke. Okay, because a woman who's successful and financially sound is gonna let it be known. And the fact is saying that's none of your business, which means that you're broke and you're requiring a wealthy man. Can't make this up, guys. Let's continue.
And there you have it. All right, say your name for me because I don't want to mess it up.
Why can't we get a nickname?
There you have it. Ify Shiho. She's in Atlanta, 29. She's a Cancer, has an 11-year-old son, a holistic healer. She wants a wealthy man. What was your last relationship?
My last real relationship was 1.5 years ago.
You don't got to answer this question, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
1 year ago.
1 year ago. Are you waiting for a relationship to be intimate again?
No, just something that's worth my time.
Something that's worth your time. Are you currently dating?
I'm not dating right now, but I'm wanting to date again.
Okay. And just one more question.
Kenya, I don't know if she's going to ask this question, but she should have asked, if you was intimate with this guy 1 year ago and now you're not dating, why is it this guy didn't work out here? Because you gave this guy the buns. You gave the guy the sex over 1 year ago here. Was it just the fact that you need to get off, or he wasn't a good man, or you weren't ready? There are so many questions that I could ask if you called into me, but we need to know the guy that you gave sex to, how come that didn't work out? And the fact that you're single now. We need these answers, Kendra, and you're not giving it here because you're not asking the right questions. You're just reading your script and moving along here. And as us men here, we are pointing out the red flags to say you're trying to think you're helping women. In actuality, you're helping us men because since you're not asking these questions, we see the red flags and we're pointing them out and then we're moving forward. But let's continue.
About the wealthy man. And
Sure.
so you say you date wealthy men. So I'm assuming you're in the circle of wealthy men as well too.
We don't believe
I meet
you.
a lot of people that are entrepreneurs, that are CEOs of their own companies. So that, in my mind, makes you wealthy. Yeah.
You know how many entrepreneurs and CEOs are in Atlanta? All you gotta do is be an entrepreneur. Just start your own business. Hey, my name is that dude named Dave, with that dude named Dave Incorporated here. I'm my own CEO of a company. I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I hear when I hear entrepreneur? I hear broke. I hear a dude in between jobs. Same thing for women as well. I need to know what kind of business you have and how is that and how the logistics are. And is it a money-making endeavor or is it just a goddamn hobby? I have my own business. Does it make money? You see, she is not telling the truth and being forthright. And then she said earlier, I don't want to deal with scammers. That's why I want a wealthy man here. It sounds like she's giving the blueprint of guys who are claim to be entrepreneurs, or they are just these low-level paying jobs and got their own side hustle and business who are scammers. Let's continue.
You can take care of yourself. You're not, looking for something else, a handout from somebody else. That's wealthy in its own sense.
What?
I'm a CEO. Nice.
Oh, Lord.
Be wealthy. So I just want to make sure we're clear. So you said 6 figures a month. If he made 6 figures a year, is that too low for you?
No.
Okay.
As long as it's consistent as well. Like that's like consistently what you're able to withhold, and yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So if it's not a millionaire, she'll take a guy making 6 figures. At the bare minimum here, a black man who makes 6 figures in this country is the top 7% of black men in this country here. So she will go as low as 100,000, but she wants a millionaire. Keep that in mind, fellas.
So why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Here we go.
Why would he be lucky to be with me? Many different reasons. I'm amazing to be around. I'm very funny. I know how to keep things spicy. I know how to take care of someone mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
Really?
And I know how to, offer that balance that comes from the feminine aspect, from the feminine energy. I'm sorry.
The feminine energy. Okay.
Yes. A lot of people don't know how to be feminine. A lot of people don't know how to, a lot of men don't know even how to create the space for women to be feminine. So
What?
if I'm with the right person, they're going to have that. They're going to have that support. They're going to have that loving, nurturing energy that comes from the feminine side of things.
So what does that mean for
You know what, guys? I'm breaking this down here. Whether you realize it or not, she gave a word salad on conditional femininity here. Because here's the game plan and here's the ras brass here. As a man, I don't turn off my masculinity. I am 100% masculine, 100% man on my purpose, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Can't count sleeping, but I'm saying that's how I am in my resting state here. I'm always going to be masculine here. So she just stated, some guys don't know how to let women be in their feminine state. You should naturally already be in your feminine state. You should not have to waver around. And that's what we have a problem here today, fellas, is that women want to turn on and turn off their femininity, which means that they don't really have it on when they really think it's supposed to be on. It should be natural. It should be exuberant. It should be coming from their essence. And if you have to dial it here and there, that's conditional. And we're seeing a modern woman, and she is never going to be on the right accord because you have to put her in that femininity when she should already be there. As men, we are already masculine and we are already in our purpose and our place here. You see the difference here? Let's continue.
you? Like, what does being feminine mean to you? What's an example?
Being confident, being soft life, not being insecure, having my own thing going on, very high confidence, very much balanced in my emotions and hormones, being very much
y'all hear this?
Of what masculinity is, the opposite of what runs that energy is what feminine is, what femininity is.
Okay.
She don't know it.
What I exude.
Only thing she got right is the opposite.
So
and anybody can say that.
So why do you think you're single?
Here we go, y'all.
Why do I think I'm single? I really have a short fuse for things. I don't put up with things that I don't like. I will let you go, instead of like trying to hold on. So I can honestly say that's why I'm single. I've had a lot of people show interest, but I'm not like one to just take anything that comes my way.
So basically what she's saying is that at any time, if she feels a certain type of way, she's heading for the hills. She's a runner. She's a track star. All right. Anytime I hear a woman say this here, she's like, I'm not dealing with no mess here. I see it. Every single person, every human being is going to showcase some sort of flags here. The question is how you diagnose those flags here. We're breaking down her flags and we're seeing so many just from off the top of saying that you want a wealthy man who makes $1 million a year at minimum 100,000. But you're going to say, if I see something, I'm not going to stand for it here. That's the problem with modern women today. And the same thing we see here, how 80% of divorces happen when our Black community are filed by the women here. When they do get married and they're not happy, they feel a certain type of way, they go for the hills here. And that's the same thing we're seeing here. But for her in the dating market, it's even worse because if she just sees an inkling, she says, I'm good. Let's continue. Let's finish this video off here.
Okay. Let's do it. I don't want to be disrespectful. Say your name for me.
It's okay. It's Ifa Shayo.
Ifa Shayo. I think I got it finally.
What's your ethnicity?
Yeah, what is it?
I am Native Indian, Black and white.
Okay. She's Native Indian, Black and white here. So on that note, I'm going to stop the video here. If y'all want to see the whole video, you can guys go to Kendra's channel here. But as we level set here, what are we seeing? Another modern woman who expects a man to have a certain amount of resources. And when we say resources, the dollar amount, what he makes to be justified and happy for her. She stated earlier, we can hear by her being in Atlanta and from her own words, she dealt with scammers. She dealt with pookies and ray-rays. We can kind of read between the lines here. Her baby daddy was someone who didn't want to be committed to her. And so now she's 30 years old and she's requiring marriage. But this man has to make a certain type of money here. And here's the issue here. She is already past the wall, past the danger zone, including the wall here at 30 years old. So you're requiring so much as a man, then what are you bringing to the table here? What you're bringing is the fact that man has to sign up to be a stepdaddy. Okay, we didn't hear any defaults or any issues regarding the baby daddy, except for the fact that he did not want to settle down and be with you. But we need to ask more questions, Kendra. We need to find out, okay, you had him at 18, 19 years old, your son here. What's going on all of these years with the baby daddy here? Why it couldn't work out, and has things changed? Okay, and then the fact that you required all this money, and what do you make? You say none of your business. Well, you know what though? If you want to know my business and what I make, even though money doesn't matter to us, we need to know what you make as well, because we need to see the equal playing field of what you're dealing with here. You're requiring this of me. I need to know all about you. But women don't want to do that, and she is showcasing that here. So fellas, we need to be careful, because a woman like this here, she has a beautiful, attractive face, right? She wears a head guard and thought it was a bonnet. We don't know yet. Need my comment section to go in on this here. But if it's not a bonnet, she has a pretty face. She has a decent body. But can you guys spot the red flags of modern woman and the fact that this is not a good deal for us here? Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about my commentary and this video. Let me know what you think about Kendra and this woman whose name I'm not going to pronounce again. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. Shallow YouTube world.